All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a lockdown. I just got to tell you guys something. I'm antisocial. A lot of you guys are antisocial. And honestly, I'm guilty. I feel guilty as hell because for me, in a lot of ways, this lockdown is a dream come true. Dream come true, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. During this lockdown, there's no jury duty. I don't have to go to any work meetings inside an office, maybe a couple Zoom meetings. No weddings, no funerals, don't have to get my teeth cleaned, no vacations. I mean, this is a dream come true, and I can just stay home and I can be like Gollum, and I can look at my watch collection the way Gollum lusts after the ring. I mean, if I wanted to, I could quit shaving. I could get fat, man. I could just eat mac and cheese and carrot cake and whole milk. I could quit wearing deodorant. I mean, I could really go to pot. And so what I want to say is, if you're enjoying this lockdown the way I am, you should be scared. You should be very, very scared. And here's what I mean by this. And I should be scared. I mean, to my credit, you know, I'm putting on the deodorant, I'm shaving, I'm working out, I'm staying away from the carrot cake, so there's that. But I mean, there are some antisocial tendencies that are really being indulged right now, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm scared, and you should be scared if you're like me. If you're enjoying this lockdown, it's kind of like a guilty pleasure, you should be scared. And to illustrate what I mean by being scared, being fearful of your pleasure of this lockdown, there are a lot of rich old ladies. You could just bear with me as I give you an analogy. There's a lot of rich old ladies who get house cats, and one of the things these rich old ladies do is they take the house cat to the vet, and the house cat's claws are surgically removed, and this way the cat doesn't claw the furniture, the rug, and you know, the rich old lady doesn't want her nice stuff as she's living in her luxury condo in Westwood or wherever it is. She doesn't want it getting ruined. So, you know, the good news is the cat doesn't have any claws, it's not doing any damage. The bad news is, you know, the old lady eventually she passes away, and maybe the cat escapes the apartment and it's outside, and it can't survive outside. And once you withdraw from the outside world for a certain period of time, I'm concerned that coming back can be really difficult. I know this from experience. Let me tell you guys something, man. When I was 5, 6 years old, this would have been about 1966. I was in San Jose. My mom had a baby, my little brother Brian, and she had postpartum depression. Postpartum depression that was so bad, she was hospitalized for a full year. My dad couldn't take care of me and a baby. Couldn't do it. So he hired a housekeeper, beautiful old lady named Nina. I loved her. And then he sent me to live with my grandparents in Long Beach, California. And, you know, I was traumatized by it. Emotionally, I was shut down. I was living in Long Beach. I didn't make any friends. I was withdrawn. I was quiet. I was a clam. I was clammed up. My grandmother knew I liked to do a lot of artwork, so she always gave me a lot of art supplies, and they would be on the dining room table, and I'd do a lot of artwork. You know, I'd make your standard monsters, your dinosaurs, your race cars, your football players. There was this one illustration I made over and over and over again that's pertinent to this discussion. It was like a hybrid amphibious car submarine vehicle with caterpillar tracks, and it was red. It had this bulbous indestructible cage on top, and I would make this over and over again. And at night when I would go to bed, I had terrible insomnia. You know, I was traumatized by the events of my mother being hospitalized. I would calm myself at night. I would imagine going inside this amphibious submarine car and going into the ocean, going to the bottom of the ocean, you know, all the elements of the ocean, the sea monsters and the whales and the sharks and all these underwater sea creatures butting the window of my compartment, my submarine. And but I was safe in this imaginary journey. I was completely safe, and it was such a calming imaginary journey. It would put me to sleep. And you know, I think all of us have a submarine inside of us. A lot of us, you know, the outside world just gets too crazy. It just gets too insane. We want to submerge, man. I'm thinking of a Beatles song. There was a Beatles song about like we're living in a submarine, man. And sometimes in life, you go into that submarine, you can't get out, man. And a lot of us who are on this channel, we're watch dudes. And I think our watch obsession might be a variation of our submarine. Something to think about. So, man, I have mixed feelings about this lockdown. I mean, I'm spilling the beans with you guys. I'm letting you know, man. I got this guilty pleasure about it because there's a lot of stuff that I don't have to do, that I don't want to do. But when it's time to go back, man, ladies and gentlemen, we got to make sure we have our cat claws because life's a struggle, man. We don't want them to go away. You know what I mean? Hey, tell me what you think of this, ladies and gentlemen. Are you going through the cat claw effect, the submarine effect? Are you having some secret pleasures about this lockdown, about some of the things you don't have to do? Will you ever go to the dentist again? Let me know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm out.